we've got a lot of good opportunities on the horizon. And so this week,
You bet.
you've got the media mogul, giant content producer, Paramount Global, ticker symbol PARA. What's the down low in Paramount?
Well, Paramount, so I'm going to change my indicator again. So for those of you that are following along with the free indicator, if you're not, go download it. Of course, that's what we've been talking about. But the indicator I want to use here is a little bit slower. So I'm using the standard MACD, right? The MACD, this is Gerald Appel came up with it maybe 30 something years ago. His son, Marvin, Gerald is still around, but Marvin's pretty much taken over their company and teaches about the MACD and further develops it. And they've come up with variations of the MACD. They've got their faster MACD. They've got their slow MACD. They've got MACDs that you trade on intraday charts, things like that. But for this particular Paramount, I want to use the standard MACD. So if you've got my indicator, go ahead and set it up for the 12-26-9. That's the standard settings of the MACD that, out of the box, that's how it's. Make sure they're all exponential moving averages. Don't use any sort of reversal filters. And finally, I like to add in something different than everybody else. Instead of calculating the price on the closing price, I like to calculate the MACD on the volume weighted average price. So once you've got that programmed in, you can just turn it on and it'll give you those end of day signals. You can see that we got this end of day signal on Paramount a few weeks ago, December 18th, 2023, but we really didn't get our follow through signal until I think it was on December 21st. And then we got a couple more, but the key is I don't think that you've missed the signal. Even though we've gotten our follow through, I think there might be a couple more opportunities for follow through. And so that's why I wanted to feature this symbol, because if we get follow through, in other words, we're looking for a second opportunity on follow through, we could either short some shares of Paramount or, and it's at a good price, by the way, for doing that, or you could buy a back month deep in the money put option. Go at least 8 months out. I'm actually recommending using the January 2025 option, probably with the $25 strike price. So very deep in the money, very far out in time. This would be our back month option, and that would be a wonderful substitute to shorting the stock. So if you don't want to short anything, if you don't have a margin account, you could instead buy this put option, and that'll make money as this thing moves down. Now, of course, if you are one of those people who has owned Paramount for a while, if you had bought it when we got that other signal back, this was in the beginning of November, that said, hey, we're at a bottom, you should buy shares of Paramount, then this would be a great opportunity to sell that premium, which a lot of people are jumping on board selling premium. I'm actually recommending that if you own the stock and you're looking to sell premium, maybe what you're thinking about selling is the January 2024. So that's expiring just in a few days on January 19th, the $15 call. So that's the call that's right around the $15 strike price. If you want to go higher, you won't get as much premium, but you'll be locked into that symbol. So whatever makes sense, but I'm saying the $15 call. And I'd like you, if you sell that premium, to protect your position by buying a protective put. So you want to go a little bit further out in time. You don't want to be near term with that one. I'm actually recommending using the April option and use either the $11 or the $10, depending on how much protection you want. If you want more protection, use the 11. It'll be a little bit more expensive. Less protection, use the 10. But put that protective option in place as well. So do those two trades, and I think you're set up with a nice premium trade that'll profit whether it gets exercised or whether it expires worthless. And I guess the last thing we could do, if shorting it, buying a back month put option is not, your way of trading. It won't be long before we get another bottom. So you can be prepared to buying some of this stock. I wouldn't buy it now, but I would use my indicator, just like we got the signal back on November 2nd. Use my indicator the way I told you to set it up on, and you'll be set to go. If you don't, premium selling is new to you, I always recommend paper trading these strategies. Make sure you understand how they work in real time. But yeah, we've got something going on here, Sip, with Paramount.